Welcome back, viewers. 2 days back, we had done the installation of Fedora 36 XFCE desktop. So now let us review the desktop. Let us start. So now the initial setup has come up. This is the first boot of Fedora Linux. So if the user is not created during the installation time, the user is created during the initial setup. Else the login screen will come up. So we had created the user during installation itself, so that initial setup appeared and then it disappeared, and now we are directly logged on to the login screen. From here you have to just input your password and get logged in. So before we do that, I will show you the login screen. At the top there is a panel where the operating system Fedora is named. In the center you have got the date and day and date. You have got the session manager here. Then you have got the language. So I think I made some mistake. English India, yes. So we will keep it English India. Then you have got the accessibility features. So here only two are available by default, that is the large text and the high contrast. The onboard on-screen keyboard or any other things are not available. And this is the power manager, so where you can suspend, hibernate, restart and shut down. And in the center you have got the username and the field to input your password. So right now only there is one session available, that is the XFCE session. We have not installed any other desktop, otherwise the desktops will show up there in the session. So now this is the XFCE desktop we have booted into. So there is a panel at the top with the application menu here. Then there is the workspace manager. Then you have got the network manager. Then you have got this DNF Dragora, that is the software store. Then you have got the volume controls. So here it is not just a simple volume control slider, you have got the microphone slider also, so you can adjust the volume of the microphone. And at the bottom you have got a link to the audio mixer. Then there is the battery manager, so you can toggle the presentation mode directly, and you can do further settings by clicking on settings. Then you got the notifications with the DND option. You can clear the logs. You can do further notification settings from here. This is the calendar, day, date, time. And finally you have got the session manager, so you can lock screen, switch user, suspend, shut down and log out. And on the desktop you have got the trash file system and the home icon. And at the bottom there is a dock with the minimize, maximize windows icon. The console is this terminal emulator or console is there. Then you have got the file manager, you have got the web browser, then you have got the search function. So this is the application finder, and there is the file manager. So let us wait till this okay, so the web browser is Mozilla Firefox by default, and it has to be the latest version. So it is version 100, not the latest, but still quite new and shiny. Then you got the application finder, so from here you can directly search for the applications that you want to run. Okay, now let us check out the file manager. So here you can directly open any folder. You can open the terminal, you can create folder, you can create text document, you can directly open the some file from the desktop, you can open the folder these documents, open them in terminal, create folder, create text document. So same options like open folder, terminal, open in terminal, create folder and create text button are available for all those folders of your home directory. Now let us go to the applications. So here you can directly run the program using the applications finder. So this application finder here is also comes here in the application menu. Then you got the terminal emulator, file manager, then you got the mail reader. Let us check out which mail reader is there. So no application is right now selected, but you got the close mail as the application for the, it is default application for the email, so it has been already pre-installed, so you can use that. And there is option to choose other, but we are not install any other applications. Then there is the web browser you already checked, and this is the settings. So in the settings you have got the settings manager, accessibility, appearance, Bluetooth, all the default XFCE applications are there in the settings. So default XFCE settings menu is there, with some applications will be there, and DNF Dragora and DNF Dragora updater are there. In the administration section, you got the DNF Dragora, updater, firewall is there, language, and the print setting is there. Let us check out the firewall. So this is the firewall D. It is zone based firewall. I have already shown you how it works, so I will not go into details. You can make the firewall to work from the startup. So whenever you start up the system, it should also start. Okay, so now in the development, you have got the Guinea. Guinea is a development IDE. Documentation, you got some documentation about the XFCE. In the graphics section, you got the RIS Reto image viewer. In the internet section, you got the clause mail. Let us check out the clause mail. So this is the simple clause mail. So here you have to configure your email, and it will set up the mailbox for you. You have to just follow the instructions, and you will be quickly configured, and you can start using your email from the clause mail. So it will set up the client for you. In the multimedia section, you got the Asunder, CD Reaper, Payroll Media Player is there, Praga is also there, Pulse Audio Control, that is the PAU control, and the XFBurn is there. So XFBurn is a DVD writer, Asunder is the CD Reaper, and you got the two media players, and the PAU control is there. In the Office section, you got the Atril document viewer, clause email, clause mail, dictionary, and JNumeric. So here in Office there is no Office suite is there, so I think you will have to install the Office suite by yourself of your choice. So you can go for any of the Office suite like Apache Office, Open Office. You can install Libreoffice. You can install only Office. Any one of your choice you can install. You can even install multiple Office suites. In the system section, you got the about XFCE. Let us check out about XFCE. So it is showing the XFCE version as 4.16. Fedora Linux 36 is 64-bit version. So it is showing you the settings in the about section. So here you can click on this. What happens? Let us see. Okay, so it will open up some, I think, yes, so it is opening up some documentation for the Thunar. So how the Thunar file manager works and everything, all those things are given here. So you can take advantage of this. So this is about section for each of the components of the XFCE desktop. Then you have got some credits, and the copyright section is there, which you can read at your leisure time. Whenever you get time, you should read such documentation and be enlightened about the developers, development, the company, and the software. Now G parted is also given, so let us check out the G parted. So the G parted is given, so you can use this to manage your disk. I will not go in details, everything is known to you. We have already shown this many times in our videos. Then yes, now I will show you this DNF Dragora. So DNF is the package manager for Fedora, and this is same like the Synaptic package manager found in Debian and Ubuntu based Linux distros. So it's same work it does. So you can find this even in OpenSUSE. So here you can see this. So everything what you see here, it is found in OpenSUSE also. So OpenSUSE also can work with the DNF if you prefer. So multiple package managers can be used in OpenSUSE also, and here also you can use other package managers also, but for that you need that knowledge to do that. So you can install more than 2 package managers in your system, but you have to take care. Otherwise, what happens is if the package management breaks, then your system becomes unstable and unusable. So here you can go, for example, you can select the applications. The applications are given in sections. For example, the audio production, all the audio production related packages are there. You can just select them using the tick box, and that those can be installed. Then you have got the base system. So this is the Fedora base system. You can install any of the softwares or the packages you want for the base system from here. If you want, I will show you some base packages. So there are some packages for the this administration of the system, for the dial-up network, fonts, hardware support. So here different firmware are there, you can install them. Different input methods are there. Java is there, legacy font, network, common network standards. So these are some standards. This is for the development work, more for the development work. So if you're a system engineer, you can use this to create systems and maintain the systems. Then there are some system tools. This is for the end user, so you can install the system tools like network manager, this package kit, Avahi tools, ARP watch, auto file system, Crony, Conman, Connect proxy, all different crash is there. This is the kernel analysis utility, crash is given. So there are different utilities available for monitoring and managing your system. Virtualization, so here you can install this virtualization libraries. KMU, KVM, Vite manager is there. Vite top is there to display the virtualization status. Then the desktops are there. So just by selecting this, the Cinnamon desktop is selected, and then you can install it. So it will install the Cinnamon desktop. You can install this Libreoffice also. So right now there is no Office suite. You can use this to install the Libreoffice. Then you got the Deepin desktop here. So I will just show you. So like this you can do it. Just a moment. What I will do is I will resolution I will increase. It is the 1300. So this will make us more comfortable. For some reason window is not increasing in size. There is some issue. So here, so this is the Deepin desktop environment, Deepin applications, media packages for Deepin. So all the Deepin environment with the Deepin desktop office is there. It uses the LibreOffice suite. Then you can install the development packages for here for the C development, design suites. Then you got many things are there. The electronic lab is there. So here you can install the software for your development of some electronic circuits. You are using some hard coding, so you can use all these things. You can use this software to make the electronic schematics, the layouts for the electronic circuits, layouts, everything is there. You can just check it out. You can do some programming using the Perl software tools. Then these are the Fedora packages, so you can install them. So this is the RPM build scripts and executable programs used to build the RPM packages, RPM development tools, Fedora Easy Karma, Fedora packager is there. So this is for the package maintenance for the Fedora system. So you can go, there is an endless list, very big number of software. The desktops are also there, Gnome, KD desktop, LXD, LXQT, Mate desktop is there. There are some servers are there. So cloud infrastructure, directory services. So lot of different software, thousands of software packages are available. You have to just go. Then there is this Sugar desktop environment you can install. There is the XFCE desktop that is already installed. So here you can see which softwares are installed as default for the XFCE desktop of Fedora. You can install more software from here as your requirements are. Extra plugins are there, media support is there, XFCE Office is there. So only the GNumeric is there. So GNumeric is a very light spreadsheet program for GNOME. So it is we can say it is included in the minimal desktops. Whenever the minimal GNOME desktop or XFCE desktop is there, the G numeric you will find, and in the full-fledged desktops you find the any of those office suites like LibreOffice, OnlyOffice, and other suites. So this is what I have shown you. This is the software management tool called DNF Dragora, and Fedora uses the DNF package manager. So now you will understand the relation between DNF Dragora and the DNF package management or the package manager. I will close this down. Now we have already shown you the different this XFCE settings, so I will not go through each and everything again and again. It is very boring. So what we will do is we will just check out the appearance here, appearance section. So what different styles are available? So these are the different styles available. Advaita, dark, graybird is mint white, aqua, mint white, blue, brown, dark, mint white, aqua, blue. Okay. So these are the different mint themes are available. They are from the Cinnamon desktop. So the Cinnamon desktop of Fedora, those themes are given here. So these are from the Cinnamon desktop. Then you got the default XFCE themes also. The XFCE 4, 4.2, 4.4, 4.6. Those are given. And the default here is the Advaita. Let us change it to mint Y. Let us see what happens. So it will give a greenish tint to the window, these panels and the windows. So now you can see here that it has changed to green. Then you can just go over and use mint Y to complement it. So this changes the icons to green color. Then you can change the fonts also. The default font is the sans serif and the monospace regular, and the custom DPI settings are 96. Then there are settings for the menus and buttons, window scaling, and the event sound. So everything it is there, same things. I just wanted to show you what is different in the Fedora version of the XFCE desktop. So my focus henceforth, what I will try to show you is what is different in this desktop from the other desktops in other Linux distros. So I will now only show you the differentiating points. We cannot go saying the same things, teaching the same thing, because then it becomes very boring and people will lose interest. So I have shown you what is different. So this mint icon styles and icon themes, everything is not found in any other XFCE desktop. It is only found in the Fedora. So Fedora people have you can say given this differently. Other desktop, like for example Linux Mint XFCE desktops, they give other styles and icons, like the new mix theme is there, and those other different themes are there. So here the new mix and other themes are not given. Instead they have mainly given the mint themes. So Linux Mint themes are available here, and in the Linux Mint desktop they have given other themes and icons. So you have to see this. So they have got the arc theme is there, and the different other theme, new mix theme, arc theme, all those themes are there. And here the arc theme is also not there, and the new mix theme is also not there, but you can add as you wish. So addition is possible. So now I will close this. Now let us, okay, so wallpapers, I will have to check whether the wallpapers are there, or you can directly check, open the desktop settings. Yes, so they don't have given any extra wallpapers, only these 4 are there. These are all same, maybe only light and dark will be different, otherwise it is same only. So here you can see that this Linux Mint Y icons are now fully populated. So whenever you change the icon styles, it will take some time before the icons get changed. So now it is completely changed. And there is this language selection. You can change the language, default language. You can install new languages using the language selection. So it is given, the long list of languages is there, which are supported on XFCE desktop of Fedora. Now let us see what is anything is different then. Okay, so the power manager I already shown you. Let us check out if there is something in the panel. So it is nothing, it is the default XFCE panel where you can backup and restore the panel settings, and you can have multiple panel profiles. So I will not go through this, we already checked this out, all the things. Okay, so now they have given the calculator as the default calculator for XFCE desktop. So they have taken some GNOME applications and given here. The Thunar file manager is there, X archiver is there, XFburn is there. Okay, Catfish file search is also given, so it is additional file search. So there are two searches. One is for searching the applications, and one is searching for searching the file, that is Catfish. And for application search, it is the application finder. Now let us check out the desktop section. Okay, so we already checked. This is nothing new is there. Let us check out the keyboard. Okay, so there is no on-screen keyboard is given. This is, let us check out the gnumeric. So this is how the gnumeric looks. It is only the spreadsheet, single spreadsheet program is there. It is found in the minimal desktops. So suppose you install the Tails OS, it will be there. So the operating systems where the size of the ISO is less than say 1 GB or 1 GB, you find this gnumeric is there by default. So in the XFCE desktop of Fedora, they are not given the complete office suite. Instead, they have provided this gnumeric. Screensaver is there, session and startup. Windows Manager is there. Now this is the problem reporting. So this is the Fedora tool for problem reporting. So here, whenever some crash occurs, you will find this populated. So the different crash notifications are there, and then you can report each of this notification to the developers. This is the problem reporting tool, or the ABRT. I have used this for my Fedora testing. I am a member of Fedora QA team, and we use this to report the problems to the developers. Yes, now I wanted to show you the task manager. So you can see here the memory usage is 945.9 MB out of the 3.8 MB RAM. So it is little bit higher for the XFCE desktop, but still it is in control. I cannot say it is there is some memory leak, or it is not properly system is not properly optimized. It's good. Memory usage is 24%. It is higher on the higher side. Normally we expect when the desktop is idle, we don't have any applications running, it should be below 10%. So if it is below 10%, it is healthy. So it is little on the higher side. If you want, we can check out which yes, though, because the memory usage right now is higher because the DNF Dragora updater is running in the background. That's the reason. So now we understand. If we close this, the memory usage will come down. And because of that, this network manager applet is also running busy, because the network, it is consuming the network. So I will close this. CPU usage is, you see, around 2 to 13%. 207 processors there, so number of processes is also less, but only the memory usage is higher because of the DNF Dragora updater. Because once you open this DNF Dragora for the first time, it will start the syncing with the server. So we can go back to the DNF Dragora if you want. Let us check out the DNF Dragora. So here you can now see why it is consuming memory. So it will show you the updates that are available. So a lot of updates are there. Show the yes. So now these are the total number of packages available here, and you can view them in the group way also. And to update, if you go and click on the to update, it will show you the packages which have a update pending. So this is how it works on the DNF Dragora. Okay, it is not showing right now the updates that are available. It should show. DNF Dragora is a little bit on the slower side as compared to the Synaptic Package Manager. It takes time to work because whenever I use this DNF Dragora in my during my use of Fedora earlier, I think in the Fedora 34 and I think 34, even in 35 it was not working properly. So I had installed the Cinnamon desktop of Fedora, and this DNF Dragora never used to work properly. But at least now it is working in the Fedora 36. But still, you can see the updates. It is not showing the updates. There are, I think, more than 500 updates are there, but it is not showing here. So here, yes, now this is one another feature of DNF Dragora. You can do the repository management. So right now the Fedora repository along with the Fedora Cisco Open H264, this is the encoder. This is the open encoder. H264 encoder is there. So by default in Fedora it is enabled. Then you got the Fedora modular update repository is enabled along with Fedora modular, Fedora updates. Then you got the Fedora updates modular is also enabled repository, and rest repositories are also there. So you can enable any of the source repositories if you want, and you can check out the packages for testing by enabling the testing repos like the updates testing. You got Fedora testing. So the testing repos are also given here. You can enable them and you can do the testing of the new packages that are uploaded by the developers for testing. So this is it. I will close this down. Only here the RPM Fusion repo is not available. It is not seen, but in GNOME desktop, if you open the GNOME store, you can enable the RPM Fusion also. You can enable the Flatpak also. So the Flatpak repo and those repos are not shown here. Only the Fedora repos. Even the Copper repository of Fedora is not shown here, but it is shown there in the GNOME Software Center. So that's it. Now I will close this down. Now let us see what happens when we give the update command. So I think these are the, I don't know, these are the packages for update or what, I don't know, because why it is showing, because whenever I click on this, I will again do it. Click on update, it is opening the DNF Dragora and it is selecting all the packages, I think, or these are only the packages for updates. I don't know, because in last 2-3 tries with Fedora Cinnamon desktop with this DNF Dragora, it never used to work. This is the first time it is working properly. Otherwise, what will happen whenever we click on the Fedora DNF Dragora link, it will never open up, and it will open after 5 or 10 minutes and then it will hang. It will hang continuously throughout the session. So it was not working. So this is the first time it is working. So I will close this down. We will stop the review here. So I have shown you the XFCE desktop. So XFCE desktop of Fedora is aimed at people who like to work light. They want a light, fast, stable system along with the latest technology updates. So Fedora is known for the latest technologies it brings to the users because it is an upstream project of Red Hat. So the latest technologies that come via the kernel and other operating system components is first to be found in Fedora. So Fedora is at the forefront of technology. So all the latest technology comes to Fedora. So Fedora is at the forefront of the technology for the RPM based Linux distros, just like Arch is at the forefront of technology for the Arch based Linux distros. If you want to try out the latest technological advancements, either you have to install the Arch based Linux distro or you have to install Fedora. So with this, I will stop the video here. Thank you very much. See you in the next video where we will install another desktop, OpenSUSE. So we already done the 2 videos on OpenSUSE and they will be already there. I think they are posted for tomorrow's viewing. You can check them out, and we will now continue with the OpenSUSE series, and in between I will try to review some of the Fedora desktops that are pending. Bye bye.